So Vaishampayana told the story after the war was over to the second generation of the same dynasty of emperors called Janamejaya. Now when Brihaspati was the main priest or the official priest of Indra, who was the king of Devas, had a wife whose name was Tara. Brihaspati represents the planet, the Jupiter. Tara means the stars. So these two were married, and this is one thing that you need to understand. In the ritualistic way of life in this country, a woman's place in the ritual is as important as the man's. This simple arrangement in ancient India made sure that though the physical conditions outside were harsh, still a woman found an equal place, because a man cannot perform a ritual without his wife. A man cannot go attain to mukti without his wife. A man cannot receive blessing without his wife. A man cannot go to heaven without his wife. What a serious handicap. So at that time, the social norms or what was referred to as dharma fixed it so that a woman cannot be used or abused or neglected, because she is such an important part of… If you tell him she is a very important part of your physical life, very clearly man can see that everything in the physical world happens because of him and his muscle. He would just wipe her out. But the other dimension of your life is not possible for you unless your woman is next to you. This one thing fixed him up in such a way that he has to value the woman. So Brihaspati needed Tara for everything that he wanted to do. Though he is the king of God, Indra's priest, without Tara, he's crippled and he will become unemployed. So he was holding on to her only because she's useful for his employment, otherwise he'll lose his employment. And he himself will wandering all over the place. Seeing this, one day she looked up at the full moon and fell in love with the moon god. So, moon god Chandra himself came down and they got into a big romance, and after some time she eloped with him. Brihaspati became furious because it's not just about losing a wife, you lost your job, you lost your prestige, you lost your place in the society, and you can't enter Devaloka or the god's world anymore. So he called Indra and he said, I want my wife back, you have to get her back, otherwise I will not perform your rituals. So Indra interfered and compelled Tara. For the first time, I'm saying for the first time, because this is the first time where somebody is compelling somebody to stick to a certain family structure. And he compelled and said, you have to come back. She said, no, my love is up there. He said, it doesn't matter what your emotions are, the dharma is you must be with him, because unless you stay with him, my rituals will go bad. So she was brought back. And then Tara was pregnant. Brihaspati wanted to know, whose child is it? Tara refused to speak. People gathered. Tara refused to speak. Then from inside the womb, the unborn child asked the question, whose child am I really? Then all the people assembled was in huge appreciation of the intelligence of this child. wanting to know when he is still in the womb, what seed is he made of. People said, you must. You may refuse to tell your husband, you may refuse to tell the gods, but you cannot refuse to tell your unborn child. So, Tara said, it is Chandra's child. Brihaspati got so angry that his wife is carrying the child of another man. He cursed the child. He said, may you become a neuter, that you will be neither a man nor a woman. So, this child was born and he was named as Budh. Budh once again means Buddha or Mercury. So Budh was named as Budh because he is neither man nor a woman, he is a neuter. He grew up and he lamented with his mother, what am I supposed to do? Should I live as a man? Should I live as a woman? What is my dharma? Should I follow the masculine dharma? Should I follow the feminine dharma? What should I do? Should I become an ascetic? Should I get married? Whom should I marry? Should I marry a man or should I marry a woman? Tara said, when this existence has space, when this existence has accommodation for all these billions and billions of stars and other kinds of things, and variety of creatures who are neither men nor women nor gods nor devils, when this existence has space for all that, don't you worry, for you also there is space. For you also there will be a life. You simply be, life will come your way. So Buddha grew up, neither being a man nor a woman.